Celine Dion performed 1,141 shows there. Adele sold out 100 shows and grossed over $600 million. Elton John had a residency that lasted 6 years. And now, for the first time in history, a K-pop artist has been invited to join that exact same stage. Lisa from Blackpink just announced Viva La Lisa, a Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, the single most legendary concert venue on the entire Las Vegas Strip. This is not a tour stop. This is not a festival appearance. This is a permanent residency at the same venue that was literally built for Celine Dion. And the moment this was announced, Lisa became the first K-pop artist, male or female, solo or group, to ever hold a Las Vegas residency. Let me explain why this changes everything. In this video, I am going to break down exactly what Viva La Lisa means for Lisa's career, for Blackpink, and for the entire K-pop industry. I will show you the history of the Coliseum and why performing there puts Lisa in a category that no K-pop artist has ever touched. I will walk you through the numbers, the dates, the ticket strategy, and why the way she structured this residency is a genius business move. I will show you how Lisa went from K-pop idol to global entertainment mogul in less than 2 years. And I will explain why this announcement proves that Lisa is no longer competing with K-pop artists. She is competing with Adele, Celine, and Beyoncé, and she is winning. If you are a Blink who wants real analysis and not just headlines, this is the channel for you. K-Pop Central HQ covers every major move in K-pop with depth, data, and respect. If that sounds like you, hit subscribe right now and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown like this. Now let me show you why the Coliseum matters so much. Most people hear Las Vegas residency and think it is just another concert. It is not. A Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace is the single highest stamp of approval. The venue was built in 2003 at a cost of $108 million. It was designed specifically for Celine Dion. Every detail was engineered for one purpose: to create the most intimate, acoustically perfect concert experience on the planet. The theater has a horseshoe design so that no seat is far from the stage. The sound system was custom built. The LED wall behind the stage is one of the largest in any indoor venue, and the list of artists who have held residencies there reads like a hall of fame of the greatest entertainers who ever lived. Celine Dion, Elton John, Rod Stewart, Cher, Bette Midler, Shania Twain, Mariah Carey, Madonna, Usher, and most recently Adele. Adele's residency grossed over $650 million. Fans were paying between $2,000 and $4,000 per ticket on resale markets. The show became so iconic that Adele herself said she had a picture of Celine Dion next to the stage that she touched every single night. That is the legacy of this venue. And now Lisa is stepping onto that same stage. Not as a guest, not as an opening act, as the headliner, the first K-pop artist in history to hold that position. Let that sink in. Viva La Lisa will take place over 4 shows across 2 weekends in November 2026, November 13th and 14th, then November 27th and 28th, all shows at Caesars Palace. Now, some people might look at 4 shows and think that is small, but that is exactly why this is brilliant. This is a test run. Every major residency at the Coliseum started small. Celine Dion started with a limited engagement before it became 1,141 shows over 16 years. Adele started with a weekend format before extending to 100 shows. The Coliseum does not hand out residencies to artists who cannot sell out. They start small, measure demand, and then expand. That is how it has always worked. 4 shows at 4,100 seats per show means approximately 16,400 total tickets. If Lisa sells those out, the Coliseum will extend the residency. And with Lisa's global fan base spanning Southeast Asia, the US, Europe, and Latin America, 4 shows in Las Vegas is going to create a feeding frenzy for tickets. The pre-sale registration opens April 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. The artist pre-sale begins April 22nd. General sale starts April 23rd. If you want to be in that room, you need to register. To understand how massive this moment is, you need to see the full trajectory of what Lisa has done since leaving YG Entertainment. In 2023, Lisa launched her own label called Loud. She signed a global distribution deal with RCA Records. She signed with WME for acting representation. She signed with Wasserman Music for touring globally. And then she went on an absolute tear. In 2024, she released Rockstar, which debuted at number 4 on the Billboard Global 200 and hit number 1 on the global excluding US chart. She performed at the MTV VMAs. She headlined the Global Citizen Festival. She walked the Victoria's Secret fashion show. In 2025, everything accelerated. She made her acting debut in HBO's The White Lotus. She released her debut album Alter Ego, which debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top album sales chart with 45,500 units in its first week. She performed at the Oscars. She headlined Coachella for the first time. She won her 3rd MTV Video Music Award for Best K-pop, tying BTS as the most awarded artist in that category. And then in 2026, she presented at the Golden Globes, announced a Netflix romantic comedy, signed as a Nike ambassador, and wrapped the Blackpink Deadline World Tour across 3 continents. She is now starring in Taigo, a Netflix action film, alongside Don Lee. And on top of all of that, there is a documentary being filmed about her life, directed by the award-winning Soo Kim. This is an empire. Let me break down why this residency is a masterclass in career strategy. Lisa is doing something that no K-pop artist has ever attempted. She is building a career outside the system. Traditional K-pop artists are managed by their agency. Everything flows through the label. Lisa left that system. She created her own label. She built her own team. She is operating across music, acting, and fashion. A residency is the most profitable format in live entertainment. You do not have to travel between cities. You do not have to set up and tear down a stage every night. The venue handles production and marketing. The artist shows up and performs. The profit margins on residencies are significantly higher because overhead costs are lower. Adele reportedly earned over $1 million per show during her residency. With 4 shows, even at a conservative estimate, Lisa could generate several $millions from this run alone. And if it extends, the revenue potential becomes enormous. But the real genius is the positioning. A Las Vegas residency tells the American entertainment industry that Lisa is not a guest visiting. Lisa is an American entertainment fixture. She lives in this market. She is a permanent presence. And that distinction matters for every brand deal, every acting role, and every business opportunity that comes next. This opens a door that has never been opened. K-pop is finally at the table. Lisa becoming the first K-pop artist to hold a Las Vegas residency is a milestone that goes beyond her career. Las Vegas residencies have always been reserved for Western artists. Lisa just changed that. The biggest names in American and European pop. No Asian artist, let alone a K-pop artist, has ever been given a residency at a venue of this caliber. The implication is massive. It creates a template for everyone. Imagine BTS doing a residency. Imagine Blackpink as a group. Imagine Stray Kids or Twice or aespa. The Las Vegas entertainment industry is watching this very closely because Vegas is built on demand. If Lisa generates the demand, others will follow. And let me remind you, Lisa is not just any artist. She holds 9 Guinness World Records. She is the most followed K-pop artist on Instagram. Money hit 1 billion streams. She is a global ambassador for Celine, Bulgari, Louis Vuitton, and Nike. She has starred in HBO's biggest show. 2 Netflix films are coming. They see her as a global superstar who started in K-pop. Now I know some of you are wondering about Blackpink. Let me address it. They just wrapped the Deadline World Tour in January with 15 stadium shows. They released the EP in February. They are very much together. What makes Blackpink unique is the freedom to build massive solo careers. At the same time, Jennie released Ruby. Rose had APT with Bruno Mars. Jisoo launched Blisoo. They are expanding the brand everywhere. When they come back together, the combined power is even greater. Lisa's residency adds another dimension. It proves they can operate at the highest level of the global industry as individuals and as a group. If you're a Blink and want to be in that room, here is what to do. April 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific. Register on Ticketmaster for the pre-sale. Registration closes April 19th at 10 p.m. Be ready. The artist pre-sale for registered fans happens April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. No special code needed, it is tied to your account. If you miss that, general sale starts April 23rd on Ticketmaster. With only 16,000 tickets and 100 million followers, they are going to disappear in minutes. Register the second it opens. Do not wait for more dates. Secure your seat now. The demand is insane. If you are still watching, you clearly care as much as I do. K-Pop Central HQ covers every major move. Lisa, BTS, Blackpink, Stray Kids, Twice. Deep analysis, real numbers, no filler. Subscribe right now. I am covering the biggest era in K-pop history, and I do not want you to miss a moment of it. Now take a step back and look at what Lisa has assembled. She is writing her own playbook. She has the label, the distribution, the agencies, the acting, the film, and now the residency. She is 29 years old. From Buriram to Seoul to one of the most powerful entertainers on the planet. 10 years after her debut, she is strategically positioned like no one else. No K-pop artist has ever done this. Every young artist is watching. Viva la Lisa, November 2026. The first of its kind. This is just the beginning. If you want to follow every step of the journey, this is your channel. Subscribe right now and drop a comment telling me, are you going to try for tickets? This is K-Pop Central HQ. Stay locked in.